students, you may already know the concept of instructional design and the steps involved. With that background, we shall now focus on instructional design models. Well, there are some established models of instructional design. We will discuss two of them in detail. The first one is ADDIE model. The ADDIE model was initially developed by Florida State University and is one of the most commonly used models. This model is an approach that helps instructional designers, content developers, or even teachers to create an efficient and effective teaching design. ADDIE model consists of phases, namely analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. The first phase is analysis phase. In order to carry out the analysis phase, we have to analyze four things. Like, we have to analyze the learners, where they are at, their skills and needs, etc. Develop an instructional analysis, that is, to provide the necessary steps and present opportunities to learn and use new information in an instruction. Create instructional goals aimed at specifying the end desired result and analyzes learning objectives, that is, how to measure the attainment of goals. Second phase is design phase. The instructional designer in this step thinks about how design instruction can really be effective in ways that facilitate people's learning and interaction with the materials you create and provide. Third phase is development phase. In this third phase, the instructional designers integrate the technology with the educational setting and process. Fourth phase is implementation phase. This phase is about transforming our plan into action. In order to go through this phase, we have to consider three major steps, which are training the instructors, preparing the learners, and organizing the learning environment. Fifth phase and last phase is evaluation phase. The final process in ADDIE model is evaluation phase. It is very important to evaluate each step in order to make sure that we achieve our goals using instructional design and materials to meet the learner needs. Next, we are going to discuss about Assure model. The Assure model was developed by Heinrich and Moleda in 1999. The various steps involved in Assure model are analyze the learners, state objectives, select media and materials, utilize media and materials, require learner participation, and evaluate and revise. The learners can be analyzed in terms of their general characteristics, that is grade level, age, sex, mental, emotional, physical or social problems, socio-economic status, etc. And specific entry competencies, that is prior knowledge, skills and attitudes about the topic. And learning styles, that is visual, musical, verbal, logical, etc. Objectives are the learning outcomes and typically contain four basic parts. Audience, who your learners are. Behavior to be demonstrated. Conditions under which the behavior will be observed. Degree to which the learned skills are to be mastered. The media or material for learning should be selected systematically. The selection process will be in two stages, such as choosing an appropriate media format and obtaining specific materials within that format. It is important to preview the materials before using them. If you decide to use electronic equipment, practice using the equipment in advance to be sure everything works. If all is not well, equipment malfunctions. Ensure that you have a plan B. It is also important to practice the lesson itself before it is implemented. It is important to note that students learn best when they are actively involved in the learning experience. Whatever your teaching strategy, be sure to incorporate questions and answers, discussions, group work, hands-on activities and other ways of getting students actively involved in the learning of the content. After instruction, you must evaluate the entire instructional process. You must reflect upon the lesson, the stated objectives, the instructional strategy, the instructional materials and the assessment and determine if these elements of the lesson were effective or if one or more of them need to be changed. Dear students, I think you all have a clear idea about what an instructional design should be and what will be the stages of instructional design. Before I conclude, can you differentiate between ADDIE model and Ashwa model?